Spring has arrived in Norway, early spring, and it is officially the beginning of gardening season, at least if you're this far south, and probably further north as well if you have a greenhouse or something. I find myself in need of a way to protect my little seedlings from the occasional night with frost, from snails coming out of the ground soon, from birds eventually, and also a cat that finds it increasingly fun to dig through my vegetable beds. The solutions I have made so far are in need of a little bit of an improvement, so I went online to see what I could do about it. And there are many great solutions out there, but they are also quite expensive. So I figured, how hard can it be trying to make something of what I already have? Creating a frame that fits over my pallets here that I will be using in the garden, that I can put a netting or something on the top of. So let's do this. All right, that should do it for this one and a few more. The plan now is I want to make a frame around the edges here that fits inside of these, so these kind of hold it in place. And then I'll make one over like this, one over like this, and maybe a third one like this, so I still have space to sit on the side here and work inside the bed. While still having some sturdiness. I've seen some options that only have two sort of like this, but I'm afraid that with the wind it's going to be a little bit unsteady, so I'll try to make it as solid as possible. We do get a lot of weather here, so if it should be, so yeah, durability is a key factor here. All right, the frame is done and it fits well in here, I think. Now it's time to make the ones that should go over like this-ish. How tall you want them, I suppose, depends on what you want to grow in there. The plan for these ones are mostly potatoes and some onions and garlic and leeks, stuff like that. I think when they get to a certain size, a certain height, when they're not as vulnerable to bugs and birds and stuff like that anymore, I can take the net off anyway. But I'm thinking like, I don't know, this tall-ish? I don't know, we'll just try and see. First I need some sticks that are flexible enough. What is the difference between a stick and a branch anyway? I'm thinking a branch is probably bigger, like this is probably a branch, right? But this is a stick, no? I don't know, not important. Anyway, let's see if maybe, oh, they're sticky. Something like this, like that, right? Let's see here. Something like that, maybe? Maybe I should cut some small like little line or something around here that the thread will stick in. Something small here. No one said it has to be pretty, right? If that was a man, that would have hurt. Right, other one, same way. Like that. And then a third one in this direction so that I have a nice opening on this side and this side to work inside the bed. It's a lot of tying. My hand's still is getting a little bit sore. All right, that's the frame. Maybe a little bit shorter, but that's fine. As I've been working, I've realized that I also need a way to secure the whole frame to the pallet. So when I put the netting on, and if there's a windy day, it doesn't blow the whole thing away. So the solution I came up with is to just get a hair tie, put them around here, and then a nail or something. All right, time for the netting. I am very curious if it actually fits on the outside. Let's see what that does. This does not fit. The original covering didn't fit, but I had another one that fits quite well. It's more like a netting type, but it will do the job keeping both birds and cats out, I hope. Snails, I'm not sure. I have to think about that, but it's a good start. It's quite steady, this thing. Yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but at least it didn't cost me a penny more than what I've already spent on different gear and equipment and stuff. So this is, yeah, let's say mission accomplished. I'm sure there's ways I could improve this quite a bit, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to hold up through the season. We do get a lot of different weather here, so it will be put through a good test this year, I am sure. And then we'll just have to come back towards the end of the season just to check, I guess. But yeah. For the past week, I have been visiting my friend Leonor in Spain. I arrived home yesterday, and apparently the week that I've been gone, that's the week spring has properly arrived here at our place. I have to admit I was a little bit nervous to leave our seedlings and plants in the care of Thomas while I was gone, but he has done a pretty damn good job. And I think there's only one sunflower that has perished, which is totally fine. But there was one thing in particular I was nervous about, and that was the fact that our fruit trees arrived while I was gone. I have ordered 2 apple trees and 1 plum tree that I will be planting out today is the plan. We are in this whole process of trying to grow some more of our own food. This is the first year we give it a proper try, but we also like to travel. So I'm trying to find these things that can be all right on their own for a little while. And I never had fruit trees before, but from my understanding, they need some care in the spring and in the autumn, and of course water and stuff during the summer. But other than that, they can just stand there, produce food while we're gone. And maybe not this first year, but in the span of 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they should be able to give us a little bit of fruit. So that's the plan for today. I'm thinking our plum tree can be approximately here. It needs some space. It will probably not be so tall, but wide. And the fruit, when it's ready, ready, it will fall on the ground. So I think this is going to be a nice area for a plum tree. And then the apple tree, I'm thinking maybe somewhere here, maybe all the way up here or down here. This is a big old root down there. It just depends on if we can find good soil. It needs a deep hole to plant it, so yeah, we'll see. And the last apple tree, maybe here. I think that should be nice. It has sun all day here. There's not a lot of wind. What do you think?
It looks great, but can I borrow you for 2 seconds just to see if this work height is good enough for you as well?
Mm-hmm.
This height is good enough for you?
Yeah.
It's not too high in a way? No?
This is perfect. I mean, we're almost just as tall, so.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's get the trees. Poor trees has been in here for almost a week now, but it looks like they're doing pretty good. Yeah, let's get them outside. Nej du, pys! Hallå!
That was that. We have 3 new fruit trees in our yard planted. One of them I had to relocate because the place that I originally wanted to plant it turned out to be full of termites. But yeah, this is just as good of a location. Lesson till next time is that I might want to cover up the area around here when I'm digging up all the dirt, just so it's not, yeah, a little bit dirty now, but I'm sure upcoming rain will wash that away. The leftover dirt that I took out from all of the 3 holes I've put in some other garden. Whiskey's over here checking out my plastic bags. I've had a good helper along the way. Hi. Hva faen er pallekarm på engelsk? Yeah, that was that. We'll see what happens. Any coffee left?
Yes. It's almost empty here as well.
Yeah. To the right? To the left?
Oj.
Perfekt.
Satan i gatan. Skal du hente skruet, Emil?
We got some green, we got some brown, and it's time for the good stuff. Here we go. This is bokashi compost, which is basically fermented food scraps. So instead of throwing them in a compost pile, you store them in boxes, you spread on the bokashi stuff, and it ferments the food scraps. So when you put it in the soil, it composes in, it turns into dirt a lot faster. The whole process just is sped up a little bit. So this has been Thomas' big enemy for the past months, 2 months I think, because it has a little bit of a smell. I'll show you.
Is that the box of air?
Yes.
Ah, goddammit!
You might want to sit not in the wind direction.
I'm going away. Jesus!
Do you want to look? Do you want to see it though?
No!
This is all the food you never ate. There's some mold in there. That's fine.
I'm not sure if that's normal, but I read that the white mold is a kind of mold that started the process of breaking things down. But yeah, this is all sorts of, oh, we don't want plastic in there. This is the... Oh. It doesn't really smell a whole bunch at all, surprisingly. But yeah, I need something to... Let's take Thomas's shovel.